Hi everyone, my name is Sriwidayati. I'm from University of Surabaya. And I want to present my result about my little research about APE TAK TOR to improve the ability to recognize the number sense in early children. And then this research is about that introduction mathematics based on age really important. Yeah, because mathematics is one of the lessons that are always used in everyday life in terms of buying and selling an item, time, and so on. Number operations such as arithmetic operation and concept of numbers will always be used every day. From the mini research in the field, it is known that in teaching early mathematics to children, many parents or educators ignore their children's ability to count sequentially and tend to prioritize introducing number symbol to children first. But remember, to introduce number symbol to children, it must be based on the child's ability to count sequentially first and count sequentially with object. Then transition to number of object and number symbol. This problem is part of ability to think symbolic in children aged 5 until 6 years old. In addition, in the field, many children are found to have memorized the form of number symbolic on numbers. But when it comes to presenting their meaning, children are still confused. For example, if the teacher asks the child to point to the symbol or number 2, the child can show it correctly. But when the child is asked to help get 2 candies, the child takes 3 candies. This show that the child has recognized the symbol of number or numbers, but the child has not been able to count sequentially or precisely. One of the solutions to this problem is to apply tools that make it easy for children to able to do arithmetic activities sequentially by using objects and connecting them with number symbol. In this study, the research team made an educationally game tool made from coconut shell with the aim that children can count with real objects and recognize number symbol. And we must remember that in Piaget theory about cognitive development, at the pre-operational stage, where at 2 until 7 years, at this stage, object determination is firmly established and symbolic thinking develops. I'm staying at all 219. And then, according to Jamaris, there are condition for children cognitive develop effort, namely providing for various opportunities for the emergence of creative behavior. Symbolic games that children do are a vehicle that can be used in developing children's cognition. Fantasy and imagination are forms of creativity displayed by children, showing children that the fantasy and imagination they display have certain values. Fun, effective, and efficient condition in children learning can be done with educational games so that the child stimulation process is carried out by playing with while learning according to the child characteristics. And this is the figure of APE TAK TOR. The methods of this study is using the descriptive qualitative methods. The implementation was carried out in 4 institutions in kindergarten, namely at Fala Asalam, Lia 3, ICEI Bustahunovo Atfal, and Tunas Bangsa. Data collected by interview, documentation, such as photo, video, and observation. The result discussion is found that in TK Al-Fala Asalam, the implementation of learning using the TAK TOR educational game tools can be proven by the practical research that in the group B, that the children very enthusiastic. They like to play with APE TAK TOR. They're very enjoyable. The teacher pay attention to every activity the child does from the time he enters the number card according to number of cells when he counts the beans to match the number card on the cell. Children like the process of playing while learning to use APE TAK TOR. The child can easily insert the beans according to the number. Besides, the child very enthusiastic and did not feel bored when they doing learning activity using APE TAK TOR. This is the picture of TK Al-Fala Asalam. They using a game, and then they add TK Lia 3. During the activation process, the child seemed to enjoy it. During the process, children are easier to understand using APE TAK TOR compared to using LKA. APE can be applied by children independently or with the guidance of educator. Learning activities while playing using APE TAK TOR begins with the child mention the number on the number card. Then the child inserts the beans according to the number on each cell. It looks like the child can insert the beans correctly. And also the children seem not boring to play it. And then these are the figure of the Lia 3. Yeah. And then at TK ICEI Bustanul Afal, playing using the TAK TOR educational game tool can fulfill all aspects of child happiness. When the child feels happy, the child brain's grown in increasing perfect increase so that it will be easier for children to carry out this process of the learning. In addition to inserting the bins according to the number card in the cell, the teacher can also invite children to do additional counting activities using APE TAK TOR. It seems that children can count easily when using APE TAK TOR because the APE can make it easier for children to learn to count. This picture of TK ICEI Bustanu Alpha 17 and the last at TK Tunas Bangsa. When the learning process takes place, the child can understand how to use this APE TAK TOR. Previously, the teacher explained in advance how to use this APE TAK TOR. Then the children can use APE TAK TOR according to instruction given by the teacher. The children were enthusiastic and patient while waiting for their turn to insert the beans into the cell. When doing activities count the useful things on the cell coconut by the number that the teacher asked for. Look, children can do well. The teacher thinks that the child is happy to play using APE TAK TOR because the TAK TOR game is something new and certainly exciting for children. This figure of APE TAK TOR at TK Tunas Bangsa. And then this is a APE TAK TOR. This product is very helpful for parents and teachers as a supporting medium in providing stimulation to improve the cognitive development of child at 5 until 6 years. Children are easier to understand using APE TAK TOR compared to using lembar kerja anak. And the conclusion of this research is the use of APE TAK TOR are formed in such a way as to be a tool that can make it easier for children to understand the concept of mathematical number. The result of this observation show that the TAK TOR educational games tools can increase children's interest in learning, train concentration, and make it easier for children to recognize the concept of numbers. That's all my presentation. Hopefully, it's very useful for us. Thank you very much.